Hi guys, this is Zero Viral here and I'm back with a new video. Today I want to talk about the trailer and what we've seen in it and the gameplay and all that stuff. Really, this trailer, guys, I mean, it was freaking awesome. I mean, I was just jumping around in my house. I was like, oh my god, I'm really excited. I'm just so excited for the game. I got the special edition right now. I got the Switch, the color one with the blue and red. I'm ready for Zelda. I'm just ready for it. Oh my god, I'm just so excited for it. And yeah, so of course I'm going to upload the trailer analysis as well as the gameplay analysis, probably in the same video. I'm going to work on the Game Awards stuff because it's a really long video, about more than an hour of analysis. So it's a big one. Of course, there's some stuff that has been answered in a recent trailer, but I still feel that it's worth it to upload it on YouTube. So I hope you guys are looking for that. And yeah, so without wasting any more time, we're gonna go into the subject of the video. So yeah, today I want to talk about more about 5 stuff that I've seen, 5 things I've seen in the trailer as well as in the gameplay video. I just want to talk about that because this is really awesome. And there's so much stuff. There's so much detail in the trailer as well as in the gameplay. It's gonna be in the analysis. I'm not gonna go too much in deep in the footage. So yeah, without wasting any time, like I said, let's get right into it. First of all, we got what possibly is the Deku Tree or the Great Deku Tree location on the map. I mean, we know right now that the Master Sword is right next to the Great Deku Tree, maybe it is right now or in the past, we never know. Maybe it changed location, but it's supposed to be near the Deku Tree. So there's a quick glimpse of what could be the Deku Tree here in the trailer, or it's also possible to see it on the gameplay footage. But as we see in the trailer on the far right, we can see the pink leaves, or whatever color it is, reddish pink leaves, right there on the far right. And if you look at the trailer before that, you can see that the Deku Tree has these leaves right there in the background over there. So that possibly is where the Master Sword is. Well, that's kind of weird though, because the Deku Tree is not really supposed to be near Death Mountain, but whatever, I guess. Next we have in the trailer, we've got some pod or something that looks like a mushroom, Sheikah mushroom thing. I don't know what's that shape, but it looks like the thing that was sealing and keeping Link asleep. And so maybe Link is going to open that pod there and maybe waking up Zelda. I don't know. Maybe she is inside that one, or maybe she sealed herself in the slate so she can speak to Link through the slate. I don't know. This is just a quick thought right there. Next we've got a thing that kind of weird. When we saw the Korok go out from the Great Battle Pond on, like, when he's just go out like that, he says, you're not S2? But who the heck is S2? I mean, is that another Korok? Is that the name of the Great Deku Tree? Is it a name of someone in charge? Is it someone else specifically related to the Koroks? This is just weird. I don't know. Maybe it's just another Korok and he's playing hide and seek with him. I don't know. Next is actually just run around the same scene as we see for the Deku Tree location, and it's just a small detail that is kind of obvious, but they changed what we see on the footage next to what we see at E3, as this is actually the same scene, just they took out some stuff. Well, the runes in the front, they are not there on the E3 footage, and as well as for the tree there. Next, the fifth detail right there is something I think is the one which is the most interesting one out of those 5. It is the Sheikah Slate tabs. I mean, one of the people who played the game should open, I don't know if it was intentional or not, but he opened up the Sheikah Slate menu and as well as the menu at all. And we saw what could be some really cool stuff about the game story or whatever, how it's gonna work. First of all, we got the first picture here, which is the adventure log in the regular menu. And we've seen 4 tabs on this, and the first one on the left is the main quest one, as we can see on some gameplay footage. Second one looks like the shrine symbol and shrine icon that we see on the map. So maybe it's to see which shrine you've did and which shrines you've completed. So you know, like shrine number 12, it's open but it's not completed, so you don't have to like travel to each one of them to see which one you didn't do. Next, we've got a talking bubble with 3 dots on it. Maybe it's some sort of thing like in the Bomber's Notebook where you can actually gather the information from the folks around the towns and stables, so you can actually get info about their behavior and where they're going, where they go, where they're from, and maybe some side quests. I don't know, maybe the side quests are stored there, but I think, yeah, maybe this is the side quest tab. I don't know, maybe. It's actually really possible. Next, we have a really interesting one. It's the memories, which actually support the present past theory about the gameplay and how the story is going to be told. We see recovered memory 1, recovered memory 2, and it goes up to 18. So there is 18 memories in this game to recover for Link. So my guess is there are cutscenes, and you get these maybe by going to the goddess statues, or maybe just point in the game story. Like when you go to that point, there's some stuff that goes in your head and you're, oh, I just got a memory recovered. And maybe this is like the cutscene. You can play them in the order you want, and you can guess the story. And maybe like if you go to a place and you unlock like the memory tree first, that probably means that you missed the first 2. So that means that when you like see stuff on the cutscene, you're like, hey, what's that? This doesn't make sense. But of course, because you're not uncovering the story in the right order. So you can do it however you want. You're probably not gonna get the story in the right order at the first time. So you're probably gonna be like, where can I find the first memory? So you can actually watch them all at the end in the right order and find the whole story. I don't know, I think that was just pretty interesting to see and notice. Of course, I'm gonna go over that again in the analysis, but more quickly, as this video was probably more focused on these things. Next, we've got another tab on the Sheikah Slate. It actually comes from a really cool guy on the Zelda group on Facebook. Fernando Ita, I don't know if I pronounced it right. I'm sorry if I slaughter your name right there. But he actually translated the Sheikah symbols on top of the pictures, and this tab right here with the 12 rectangles, it actually means album. Does that mean that we can actually get to take some pictures in game, or maybe it's just like some points in the game when you do some like a key element of the story, and then Link automatically takes a picture of this moment? Like there's a game on PS4. Like an anime RPG, Sword Art Online Lost Song, when you actually get into a key point in the story, the characters are gonna get like, there's gonna be a pictures of the characters, and then this is gonna go in your album, and then you unlock these by going forward in the story. So maybe this is going to work the same way. Yeah, and on the bottom it says the Sheikah Slate data has been damaged, which is actually the way maybe you have to restore the data, and maybe you have to complete it. That's very much, this is probably a side goal on the story, on the game. And next we have the last tab, which is actually really interesting. Of course, on top it says, of course, by my friend Fernando, who translated the symbols. It says Hyrule Compendium. The definition of compendium, as he said, is a collection of concise but detailed information about a particular subject, especially in a book or other publication. A collection of things, especially one systematically gathered. So this could actually be maybe the runes? I mean, this is a square. This is square icons like the runes, and maybe this is what the runes are gonna be like. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. That would be actually awesome, but that would mean that forget about your hook shot and your boomerang and your whatever item you want to use. And instead, you're going to use that, and the hook shot and the boomerang are gonna be runes instead of items. I gotta say, I don't really see my Slate getting thrown like a boomerang in the game or getting used as a hook shot, but maybe this is where the runes are gonna get stored there. But maybe it's possible that there's gonna be real hook shot and real boomerang and stuff like that, and then you can store them in your inventory like that. Maybe this is the inventory screen where you get your hook shot and your bow, and not your bow because this is an item, the weapon, but maybe you get your hook shot and you get your boomerang right there, and you get the, I don't know, maybe something like that. We never know. So yeah, I think this is really interesting. Maybe this is the first row is like maybe there's just 8 runes, okay, and maybe you get the upgraded one at the second row, and then the third one on the third row. Maybe, for example, on the left, if you get a bomb, maybe the second upgrade is a bomb with a plus, as we've seen in the Game Awards gameplay. Maybe this is a bomb with a bigger blast radius or bigger damage. And then the next one, maybe it's like a giant bomb or maybe a bigger bomb, like the bomb is bigger or something. I mean, I don't know, maybe you can throw 2 at a time. I don't know, maybe this is something that's going to happen. Next one, maybe it could be like a magnesis rune. Maybe you can actually, I don't know, maybe you can go further away from you. Maybe you can, I don't know, maybe there's some more stuff that you can grapple on. I don't know, maybe this is really, it could go anywhere, really. And now, of course, on the bottom it says Sheikah Slate data is damaged as well. For the small 5 details right there, I think it's pretty much it for this quick video. Of course, there's much more details, but like I said, I will upload my next, the next upload is going to be my Game Awards giant analysis. It's going to be about an hour and even more. And then I'll be starting this another analysis. It's really long. I'm warning you a second time, as I have recorded the analysis before the Switch event. There's some stuff that has been answered a little bit already, but I still wanted to upload the analysis as it took a really long time to put together. So yeah, I just want to say before ending the video, there's a small theory I want to talk about. This is not really in deep theory because I don't have it's pretty much speculation. But yeah, a lot of people actually thought that Link was a Link from another game, maybe Ocarina of Time Link, as though he's right and dead this time, or maybe he's Scarlet Sword Link, or whoever that it possibly is. But I gotta say that the Ocarina of Time Link theory could be good. As someone said on YouTube, I forgot his name, but he said maybe because during the past video scenes he got injured on the left arm and he couldn't use it on the sword anymore, so maybe he got used to the right hand. I don't know, maybe it's possible. That could be a reason. But yeah, so yeah, the theory is that actually Link is a new Link. We haven't seen him at all. People was like always searching for, scenes in the past. Dicker Tree says he doesn't recognize him, so maybe this is another Link for another game. Although the Dicker Tree is designed closer to the one in Ocarina of Time, rather than the one in Wind Waker with his big mustache and eyebrows and whatever. But the thing is, Link is still a new Link. It's not a Link from another game, from a past game, or whatever you want, because my theory is that this Link, like you see those scenes that mostly take in the past. This is my guess. When you see Link all beat up and be fighting the Guardians with Zelda and stuff. And the thing is, when the Great Dicker Tree actually says, you don't recognize me, or you can't recognize me, it's not referring to another game. It's referring to the past, like 100 years ago, which is still in Breath of the Wild. Like, you know, those fighting scene where he's all beat up, that's where he's recognizing the Dicker Tree, and then he dies or whatever happens, gets sealed for 100 years, comes back, see the Dicker Tree, he doesn't recognize him, and he says, you don't recognize me because stuff happened 100 years ago and you died, or whatever that is. But it's still in Breath of the Wild. He's not referring to Ocarina of Time Link, he's not referring to A Link to the Past, he's not referring to Wind Waker, he's not referring to Twilight Princess or Scarlet Sword or whatever game. He is referring to 100 years ago, which is still in the Breath of the Wild universe, or I mean, not universe, but the game story. You know, it's in the story of Breath of the Wild. I think you kind of get what I mean. Like whether you agree or not, I think you kind of get what I mean. That's just a small theory I got there. Maybe there's a lot more stuff that could potentially debunk or confirm this theory. I'm gonna go look into it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do another video like more in depth, because there's not a lot of you can say. But at the beginning, I gotta say that I thought it was a past link from another game before the trailer. But as soon as I got the trailer and I saw that Great Dick saying that, I was sure this is just a new link, but in like he just died or whatever, and then that's the Dick saying you don't recognize me, and that's pretty much what happens. He doesn't recognize him from 100 years ago, not from another game. And that 100 years ago is still in Breath of the Wild. So that's pretty much the theory. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I know this wasn't a really long video. It's taking a really long time, and I've been working on that since pretty much the Game Awards. So I hope you guys are looking for it. And yeah, this was Zero Viral, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.